so much for joining us today. You are just, I don't even know. I can't even do an intro because you are so amazing. You're Chief Happiness Officer. You're a singer, a songwriter. You are a philanthropist. Like, I don't even know.
Thank you. You
I don't even know where I could start, though.
No, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Well, you're an amazing woman, and I just appreciate you being here.
Thanks for having me.
To speak with us. And
I'm fangirling over you.
Well, I'm fangirling more. Can everybody tell?
No, I'm really excited to meet you.
So can we start with talking about your single that just came out?
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
It was like my breakup anthem personally.
Well, I got so much love from social media, like from your followers that messaged me. Yeah, they were like, Britt put this on and we loved it. So thank you for the
Well, that makes me
plug. Yeah. So I'm glad that helped you with your breakup.
I was organically listening to it. I heard it and my friends and they're like, you need to hear this. I'm like, okay. And it was like, makes me so much stronger. You talk about just, you guys have to listen to it if you haven't heard it already. It's just all about like loving yourself and really going through your journey and honoring your process. And
totally.
Yeah, I would like light a candle, drink a glass of wine, put on your music. I was feeling good. Have a bubble bath, read a book,
That's what I do, so that I want to make music for girls to do that too, so it makes me happy.
So when it comes to like writing these songs and just really sharing your heart, how does that even come to you, like as an artist?
I have a note in my phone that has been probably added. I've added like for maybe 4 years of just like ideas, and some of them are good, and some of them are like
being creative.
Make everyone twins. Like it doesn't make any sense. So I'm like, I don't know what that means.
I'd still listen to that. But I'm sure it'd be good if you wrote it.
So I have a lot of ideas written down, but then I co-write mostly with women, which is different, because a lot of the people in the music industry are men, especially I lived in Nashville for a while, and the bro country stuff is very popular there, and it's hard to connect sometimes when I'm like coming from a really emotional female spot and I'm writing with a guy who's like, I don't understand you at all. So I've been writing with women. So I wrote Stronger with Hannah Morgan Taylor, and she I kind of wanted a song that was about me and my journey with what I've been through in my life, but that also related to Kids as well, which is my nonprofit. So I wanted a song that could kind of just say, we're going to get through it. We're stronger. The song's called Stronger. But it was just really helpful to have that inside intel into like writing with another woman. She totally understands what I'm going through, and my favorite lyric is "Diamonds don't break," because it's like we go through so much, but we're all diamonds, and diamonds can take so much pressure and they still don't break. So I think it's a good message.
I just got goosebumps. It's a great message. It's true. Diamonds don't break. They just keep getting stronger. Like your lyrics, and I got goosebumps on my face.
Oh my God.
Like that's how you know. That's how you know you're feeling it. No, but it's a beautiful song, and how it, you also use it for kids and everything that you do is for kids. Like when I was reading more about you, I was just like, I got so emotional just realizing that you're using your talent, your passion, everything that you love, and you're not only benefiting yourself and enjoying your life, but you're also using that for other people to really like impact them and help people that are going through something to feel a little bit better in their day. And I just thought that was so amazing.
Thank you. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. So I really like that you were able to correlate, because my dad was a radio personality and he promoted our charity. My parents started it. So he used his radio platform to promote the charity. And so I don't have that huge radio platform that he had, but I have a singing voice. So how can I use my singing voice? Not because there's so many people out there who are just trying to be famous, and it's wonderful, and people have God-given talent, and it's amazing, but what do you do with it for the better good is the real question. So I looked and I was like, how can I use my voice to help the charity? So all the proceeds from all my music goes back to the charity, and it's a beautiful thing, because I have such great support from the people that we've served who will come to my shows and help me raise money, and it's a really beautiful thing.
Speaking of friends, you actually co-host your podcast with one of your best friends,
Nicole. Yes.
How did all of that come together?
So I had a bit on the Kid Craddock morning show called Caroline's Obsessions. It was every Friday, and I would just talk about like new music I was into and beauty products or restaurants or just kind of anything of the sort that I liked. So then they came to me and they were like, we think it's time for you to do a podcast. We would love for you to do something.
They were right, because it's an amazing podcast.
I love doing it. It really is so much fun, and I love being on the radio. And so I didn't want, like, the fact I can never do a podcast alone. Like I would have nothing to talk about. I think I would just go on rants, because I still do that on my own podcast, but I have Nicole to like okay, remember we were talking about this? Like, I need to be...
y'all's friendship is so cute. It's like when you listen to the show, which, you know, if you guys haven't listened yet, I'm sure a lot of you guys already do listen, but if you haven't yet, you guys are so cute, and it's like, it feels like you're kind of a part of your friendship when you listen.
That's what we hear a lot, and we love
really
that.
Nice.
Yeah, because we're just talking. We just talk about our lives and our dating and all that stuff. So people always message me, and they're like, we feel like we're in the room with you too. We love that.
It totally feels like that.
Yeah, it's not, you know, we're not the most serious people. So
honestly,
if you want to learn
from
anything,
a podcast?
No, but it's fun and it's light
like,
and
makes you happy.
Yeah.
You can turn on your commute or when you're like doing whatever during your day. You like brighten up the day. You know what I mean?
I think it's.
I love it.
It's a fun little lifestyle podcast.
It is. Okay, so speaking of obsessions, do you have any current obsessions right now that we need to be aware of?
All of them.
What should we be doing these days?
You need to be watching Love Is Blind.
Okay, wait. I watched it for the first time last night. Not kidding, because my girlfriend Leela told me about it. And
how far did you get?
I watched the first 2 episodes, but then I fast forwarded a little bit to when that one couple saw each other and everything. Oh my God, I was crying.
Oh my gosh.
And then I was like, this is what love should be like.
I know.
No, I love it.
I literally want to email someone to tell them to bring it to Dallas. Because Elena Davies and I were like, we're in.
Let's all apply.
We should all 3 do it.
Okay, we're doing it. You guys
literally please come to Dallas. Because I actually think it kind of works.
No, I think it does work. Well, you know, we had Coach Paula on the last episode, and we should get her to weigh in the future.
For sure.
Because psychologically, like, that makes sense. You're not distracted.
Yeah.
You're connecting from your heart versus like all the pictures
physical,
and all the outside.
And social media.
It's so sweet.
I know.
Those people
and it just gets better. Just wait.
Okay, I can't take it.
I was bawling at the finale. Like tears.
I'm not going to be able to handle this.
Oh my gosh. It's just so good. It is so good.
Okay, so your first obsession,
okay,
I'm already
Love
totally
is
on board
Blind.
with. I'm like,
Love is Blind.
check.
Okay, let me see what else I'm obsessed with right now. Okay, so the Too Faced Born This Way foundation came out with a new one that has the hyaluronic acid, which is really amazing for your skin.
Okay, everyone write this down, please.
Born This Way, Too Faced.
Okay.
It's really, they have concealer and foundation, and it's pretty sheer, but it's still pretty good coverage. But it's very, very good for your skin.
It's like moisturizing, so you're like, you have the dewy vibe. You're not looking.
Exactly.
Okay. I need to
so
write this down.
That's a definite. What other obsessions do I have? Oh, my favorite restaurant right now in town is Drake's.
I haven't been there.
Have a girls' night.
Let's have a girls' night.
I love Dallas because it's so, like, we have so many restaurants that everyone has to be better than the other restaurant. You know,
true.
because there's so much competition. Because everywhere is cool and everywhere is, you know, see and be seen. So Drake's we love because you walk in and it's just a room, like the waiting room, and then you check in. And they make this whole to-do about opening the door into the restaurant because you literally feel like you're being taken back in time. So you walk in and they're blaring Frank Sinatra. There's red plush booths, and it's kind of like it feels like a speakeasy in LA, like back in the day. The food's phenomenal. The drinks are amazing. The ambiance is great. It's literally like getting an audience with the Pope to get a reservation, but make one for like April or May.
We're gonna plan ahead.
It's so good. It is so good. So that's my Dallas restaurant obsession.
Okay, you guys, so put your reservation in now.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's
but we'll have
so
to do it first before this comes out, so we're not competing with you guys.
Yeah, don't take our reservation.
Okay, so Caroline, just to get a little bit more deep here, let me do this. Let me dive deep with my Scorpio moon.
Yeah.
We're gonna go there.
I love it.
So as far as like everything you've accomplished, where you are now in your life, I mean, wow. If anyone were just to look at you from the outside, they would just think, she's really, what else could there be? You know, you are the chief happiness officer, you're changing people's lives, you're writing music, you're putting beautiful music out there, you have a great family, friends, a podcast. What, like, when it comes to your goals and like the way that you're thinking about maybe like the next 5 years, like what kind of comes to mind there?
I think I am very guilty of putting so much pressure on myself.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I think we can all relate to that in some way.
Yeah, especially with being an entrepreneur, like you understand, being a woman too, is you always have to, everyone's like, I feel like as much as there's all the women are saying, oh, we're all lady bosses and stuff, there's still so many women competing because who's going to look the busiest?
So much pressure.
Who's going to look the most productive?
It's a lot of pressure. It really is.
Yeah. So with me, if I put a list of what I want to do in 5 years, like I'll be on that list. It's like be president, okay, or you know. So I have big dreams.
I would vote.
I don't want to be president. Okay. I don't need to be president, but you know, I just have a lot on my list that I want to accomplish. But when I look at it and with my like therapy and just with my, you know, self-growth. It's what's important to me, and that's helping people. So I think when I look in 5 years, I want to maintain the charity. I want to continue to make an impact on people. I'm really passionate about music therapy. I think that's something that's kind of overlooked.
What is that?
So my best friend has a nonprofit called Music Meets Medicine. So my dad started a boy band in the 90s called Sons of Harmony, and it was a radio bit. And one of the boys that was in the band, he was the youngest member. He ended up going to LA, and he was in movies, and he wrote music, and then he woke up one day at 22 and was like, I'm gonna go be a doctor now.
Wow.
So he got his undergrad, started at 22 years old, and then went to med school. He's an ER doctor with 3 babies. So that music side to him, he still wanted to continue his passion for it, but he wanted to help people as well. So music therapy is just really shown. So people in the hospital will come in and work with, it could be adults, it could be children, but with children, they donate some musical instruments too. So if there's a kid in the hospital for 3 months recovering from surgery, he can leave with a skill, which I think is really incredible.
Wow.
So you're not just playing video games or coloring, you're actually learning a skill that is very therapeutic. Music is so therapeutic. So that can also be affected if I have kids that are in the hospital, just going and playing guitar and singing to them. That's
so awesome.
Brightens their day. And I think that that's something that I can do that's really tangible around town and I have access to so many musicians who can help me with that music therapy. So that's something I'm really passionate about that I want to explore more and make more of an impact.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I want a family one day. You know, I want all of it. I just want to enjoy it. I want to help people, and
you want all of it, and you're already having all of it, and you're going to keep having all of it. It's just going to keep going and growing. And do you have any shows coming up, by the way? I almost forgot.
Not as of right now.
Because when I heard your songs, I was like, when can we go to the concert?
I know. I'm definitely gonna be performing at some point soon. Yeah, I'm working on new music. I'm trying to get the old music out so I can write new music. But I'm involved with all the Dallas music scene. So
so if we just like keep our ear to the ground,
I will promote it. Do not worry.
Okay,
so just follow me, and I will definitely be promoting it. Yeah,
good.
I'm turning 30 next month, so a lot of that has been like
awesome.
We're in celebration mode a little bit.
Welcome to the new decade, by the way.
I'm excited.
It's nice over here.
I'm getting ready.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
20s have been interesting.
They were interesting for me too, my friend. They say that when you cross over to your 30s, you become you start to like kind of lay the foundation of your life, a little more stable. You know, I would weigh in and say that's true.
Good. Yeah. I need a little bit of that. 20s have been fun, but I'm ready just to be
much fun.
30, flirty, and thriving, and just, you know.
Yes, you will be. You will be. And then with Paula and her book, Coach Paula, and her book, and, you know, all the connects you have. I mean,
I have all the skills.
We have the manual now.
We have the manual. Absolutely.
So,
we just got to find them.
Well, Caroline, you're so amazing. Thank you for coming and just joining us tonight. It's been so much fun just getting to know you a little bit better, getting to chat, and we can follow you on your Instagram, and we'll pop that up here and on your podcast.
Yeah.
And we can keep supporting Kids. Is there anything coming up that we can donate to or help support the cause?
Yeah, we just had an event last Saturday, but you can donate $365 on our website, kidskids.org.
Awesome.
And the best thing I like to do with people is that you can sign up for monthly deposits. So
that's awesome.
It's if you do $25 a month, that you don't really feel that, but that makes such a huge impact for us.
Like to us, $25 that's like a meal or you know, and to these
but that
kids,
adds up,
these families,
and it's huge. Yeah.
And if anybody doesn't know, I mean, I'm sure most people in DFW know about it, but if you just want to give them a quick rundown of what you guys are actually doing, I think it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, so Kids is an organization my parents started the year I was born because my mom was pregnant with me, and their doctor said that there might be an issue with me, so they were preparing to have a special needs child, and then when I was born healthy, they decided they needed to get back, so they started going to San Antonio with kids to SeaWorld, and it's grown over the last 25 years to Disney World. So we're up to about 40 to 50 families with children with life-threatening or life-altering conditions and their entire family. So that's the thing that we do that's different. We don't just send the individual child, we send the family on an all-expense-paid vacation. So a lot of them are in the hospitals, and they have siblings that don't get the attention they deserve because they have a sick child. So it's just a beautiful experience, and they can network and meet with other people who are going through the same thing as they are. So it's a beautiful organization. So we go every year in November, and then I've expanded to taking teenagers too. So that's been my
awesome.
little spin. So we'll take teens in the summer and then our little babies in the fall.
And what have you loved about taking the teens?
It's
I know
different.
that was like a new. Didn't you guys start with like 2017?
Yes.
It's like a newer thing.
That was my idea.
I love that
We go
idea.
to age 12 for our kids, and then I went back to Disney. I had taken a break from going on the trip when I was in college because I couldn't swing it. So I had been on the trip in a long time, and I went back as a 23-year-old when my dad had passed 6 months prior, and I just felt so happy and so alive. And I said, like, if I'm feeling this in my 20s, teenagers need to be experiencing this too, because they get overlooked so much because,
Right.
you know, just the demographic, and kids are cuter and they get more
Exactly.
attention, but the
Right.
teenagers need a lot of that.
They need that
too.
love too.
Yeah.
And what a time in your life to be going through something
Oh my
difficult,
gosh,
right? That's when
it's
you're
terrible.
trying to find your
Yeah,
identity and you're
exactly.
feeling insecure. Yeah.
And so to have the sickness on top of that is
Oh my gosh.
terrible. So the teens keep me relevant. Like, I need them, otherwise I wouldn't be cool. Because
Right.
the kids,
They are keeping you cool.
they're keeping me cool. So
they
it's-
probably told you about Drake's, didn't they?
They told me they did. They were like, "Have you been to Drake's yet?" No, but they
don't even know.
the cocktails are amazing. No, oh, there goes my earring.
This is, you guys, this was how good it was. Confirmation from the universe. Just had to sling the
It's
earring
so
right
good.
off.
The earring fell right out.
It's so good.
Anyway.
Now she's starting a new trend. One
The
earring.
teens on the kids teen trip told me this was cool. I'm
the
just
one
gonna go ahead and
earring.
take this one off. No, but the teens are great, and they respect me in a different way than the kids, and you interact differently with them. So
Yeah.
the kids, I'm just like kissing and hugging and loving and let's do this. But the teenagers they just really respect me, and they respect that they're there, and they
They
understand.
probably look up to you like more as like a role model.
Yeah.
Whereas little kids probably just like, you know, love you.
Right.
Just like love the
Yeah.
affection.
So it's different. But
Do they ask you for like advice and
I don't
like
know, I
the
think they're
teens?
smarter than that, but no, they do. They confide in me. I still get a lot of messages. I had a mom that wrote me the other day and was like, "Can you call my son? He's 18 and he's just like kind of going through it right now, and he'd like to hear your voice." So like just
Yeah.
things like that, you know, where we're more on the same level, but
Yeah.
just so the impact is truly there. So
oh my god, I'm sure it's huge. It's like
Yeah.
life changing.
It
Right?
is, yeah.
To feel like someone cares about you and sees you.
Yeah.
Especially when you're going through something like that.
Totally.
I mean, I don't know. You can't even put a price on it.
Yeah.
So it's beautiful what you guys are doing, and I'm excited that you're giving us an opportunity to be able to support and donate and be a
you.
part of it in
Yeah.
any way that we can.
Yeah.
So we'll be sure to go to the website and keep up with everything that you guys are doing,
Thank you.
keep listening to your music and your podcast. And I don't know. I mean, you're taking over the world. So
Oh.
we're just here for the ride, Caroline.
No, you're so
We're here
sweet.
for the ride.
You're with me.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you,
It's been so much fun.
Yeah.
Blame it on the breakdown, say it on your way out. Blame it on the war inside your head. Somewhere in the shadows, you become so hollow. Blame it on the chemicals. You only want me when it's over. Don't call me when you're sober. This river's run dry.
Okay, well, Leela, thank you for joining us in this interesting new format that we're using on the show.
Happy to be here. I am really excited about it.
Well, I'm excited that you're here, and also super excited about the masks that you've been making. These are so cute. You're making being healthy and responsible during this difficult time. You're making it a little bit easier. These are so adorable. Tell us about what these masks are, what they do, what inspired you to make them. Just tell us all the things.
Well, I mean, I would tell you while wearing my mask, but
I know it's been
barrier so you can't hear me. So as you know, and some of your viewers may be familiar with, my brand is Farah, and we are a zero waste brand. So being a zero waste luxury brand, we have all this really cool remnant fabric that we don't toss out. So if anything is remaining from cutting things, we'll just save it and store it for a rainy day, or we'll donate it. So the fabric that we have saved, we are now able to use to make these awesome masks in luxury fabric. And because we're also sustainable, it's all natural. So yeah, we're able to make things like this. Like, this is a linen mask. It is a 1 layer of linen, 1 layer of cotton, and then there is a pocket on the side that you can see here where you can put in a filter. So something like, I mean, honestly, it's as easy as like things that are lying around your house that actually have filtration. Like some people were saying like vacuum bags have that kind of filter. I think the least toxic form would be a coffee filter. So you literally just kind of fold up your coffee filter, put it in your mask, like in the compartment right there, and you have like an extra layer that filters out all unnecessary gunk and things like that. So, and it also is a protective barrier. So, as a protective barrier, the added benefit is that you don't touch your face as often. And from what we know about the virus, I mean, I'm no doctor, but with the limited information that I have, I know that the virus lives on surfaces for up to 5 days, maybe longer. And we touch our face, my gosh, like 200 to 500 times a day, something crazy like that. I mean, I just did it just now without even thinking about it. So yeah, I mean, it just is another protective barrier like that. So yeah, we're selling them on the website, and I was thinking, I want to do something where I want to give back to. So we made them as affordable as possible just to kind of cover our costs. So it's $20, but it's a buy a mask, donate a mask program. So you are essentially buying your mask for $10, donating another $10 mask to someone in need. Those are people that are on the front lines, like healthcare workers, first responders, and also high-risk people, so people are in elderly homes. And we donate a mask. So you can get on our donation registry, you can make a donation on Farrah.co, or you can also buy a mask and donate a mask on Farrah.co in our mask shop.
That's so great. And so tell us about all of the different types you have available. They're so cute. You know, this is such a strange time for all of us, but I just love that you're making, you're making it fun. You're helping us to feel fashionable while also making better choices and trying to stay as healthy as we can and support other people in being healthy. So show me the looks. What do we have?
This is a great way to stay healthy and also sustainable. So this is the first kind of mask that I make. It is a linen mask. It's elastic sides. You put it on like this. Put it around my hoop, like so.
See, but you're making it cute. It's looking so cute.
There's another version that is actually great for various face sizes. Like for instance, like I'm a small woman, and so I need a smaller mask. But if you don't really know exactly what size you're going to be, the fabric ties, and I branded this one with my tag. But I also sell masks with fabric ties, so put it on like this.
Very cool.
Put my head right here, like so. Okay.
I love it. So like when you do have to go out for those, necessary items, or, if you have to leave your house or have, any sort of contact,
Yeah.
it's cool to be able to just like put on that mask, feel a little bit safer. And, I know that you've been like, reading up on all of the different things kind of going on, the regulations. Do you have any other info? I know all of us are just trying to like, stay as healthy as we can. Anything else you want to share with us from like the CDC website or anything you found out?
Yeah, so what I did before I was making masks, I just went to the CDC website and typed in CDC fabric masks just to make sure that I was adhering to the guidelines as closely to those as possible. So typically what you can get, and these are sold out everywhere, I got these a long time ago, is like the more like medical filtered masks, but they don't really have these anymore. And I have just the one. So I kind of looked at this and what they used. And on the CDC website, they actually suggest that you use natural fabrics. Those are good filters. So I do 2 layers of natural fabrics. They suggest that you do 2 layers. So if you have like a t-shirt at home, you can layer that up, put it behind, cut in 2 holes, put it behind your ear, something like that. 2 layers of natural fabric. Some kind of filtration device. So I think a coffee filter is really great, and everyone has coffee filters at home. So I have the pocket in mine where you can put your coffee filter inside. And then again, these are washable masks. So they recommend that you wash your mask after, and I mean, not even extended periods of use, like maybe even after just 30 minutes up to an hour of use, they recommend that you wash your mask. And again, it's a natural fabric, so it's easily washable. Just throw it in the wash, clean it, and then you can reuse it again. And then again, yeah, keep your distance from people. The 6 feet social distancing is really important. So, because again, like, it can be spread through contact. It can be spread through close contact. and lives on surfaces. So wash your hands, sing happy birthday twice, and wash your hands.
After this is all over, because we know that at some point it will be over, you have some super exciting things that are lining up for you and for Farrah. Tell us about your new space that'll be opening whenever things are open again.
Yeah, so we are opening a sustainable concept store called Sept. Initially slotted to open around Earth Day, and we're still going to do some promotional fun things on Earth Day. But now we're opening as soon as it is healthy to do so, and recommended to do so, because we also want to have a beautiful gathering space for people to come shop, sip, and just hang out and see really cool sustainable clothing. So we partnered with a sustainable luxury brand called The Hive in LA, Guinness handbags, of course, Farrah, and then also local designers too, like Elizabeth Hooper Studios, Nine Muses as well, and a couple other brands right now. And they're going to be here for seasonal terms, and they're going to have their own designer residency. So you can shop these exciting sustainable brands in store at Sept, all hanging here sustainably. And like, I just love it because these are brands that I would want to wear, and I already do wear myself. And so it's kind of like I'm almost acting as a buyer, where I'm like, I want that, and it's sustainable, it's cool, it feels good to purchase it, because again, like, it's a price point where you know that someone was paid a fair wage to make it. The quality is beautiful, it's vegan, it's, we're all sustainable in our own way, so we're all doing something that's great. And I envision the future of sustainability as something that kind of everyone's going to be doing. And I think coming out of this on the other side, and I think it's so important to stay positive and continue planning for the future. So on the other side of all of this, it's giving me something to look forward to. And it's giving, I'm building this for others too, to come and shop and buy these amazing sustainable brands.
That's wonderful, Leela. And it's so great that we have you as a resource in our community here in Dallas to look to curate this collection of amazing designers that we also know are doing great things. Leela, always such a gem, such a light. You're so sweet. Thank you for coming on here and sharing. Oh, thank you. Well, thank you for sharing all of this. I must say that I wear my mask proudly, and I'm excited to put it on. It's so cute. I can't even take it. So I think that we should put our masks on, and then, put the info up here if anybody, wants to get this for themselves, their friends, their family, their significant others. And yeah, we'll just stay safe and stay healthy and stay inspired. So thank you, Leela.
Thank you, Brittany.